Welcome to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage. Today we're going to be having a look at Zilliqa. This is going to be a low time frame video. We did a higher time frame video which can be found up above, so watch that video for more information about the bigger structures that we're following. Okay, so let's get into the charts and see what's going on. Okay, so we're going to go over the bullish option first here, where we're looking for this potentially as an A, a B, and looking for this C wave to the upside. Now, alternatively, this does have the potential to turn into a wave 3 if we do manage to move up past this 1618, which is sitting at the 0644 region. Now, if we did see a push to the upside here in this third wave, we'd be looking for a fourth and a fifth, which could look to push us up towards the 08477 to the 07173. Now, it is possible this B wave could be looking to complete here. Alternatively, we could have another drop to the downside where we could actually see price come down towards the bottom end of this channel and potentially even looking to target out this golden pocket area here of the 0198 to the 0194. Now, if we do see price push down into this region, what I'd be looking for would be a reaction with a 5-wave move to the upside, looking to break these highs. Until we break these highs, we need to be careful of the bearish scenario. So this is valid for as long as we hold this 0151, and would become less probable if we start to break down below this 0786 here at this 017627. Now, what I'd be looking for here is actually to see a reaction to the upside. Now, the 1-to-1, like I said, would be here, and we'd be looking to potentially come back into the top of this channel. And what this would be is potentially just a 3-wave move. Now, this is a 3-wave move. We need to be careful. There is a bearish situation where we could actually have this move actually playing out as a 4th wave over here, where we could actually still see a drop to the downside, looking to take out this zone of the 01185 to the 0079. So we need to get back above this 0497 to actually invalidate that count. So we need to be careful of that. Watch the higher time frame video for more details about that. Now, what I'm looking for here is the potential that we could look to complete and then form this wave to the upside. Now, we don't have enough structure here on these smaller time frames. We don't have enough structure to say that we are actually looking to break up directly here, but we're going to go over the internals of this count here. Now, the last bit of this count is pretty much the same because there's two ways that we're looking at this structure. So we could either argue it's ABC like this, or either that as a W, an X, and a Y. The idea would be pretty much the same. We've actually achieved 1-to-1 of this as an ABC in this manner. So what I'm on the lookout for here is evidence that we see a turnaround to the upside. But until we actually take this high, we need to be careful. This 2468. If we fail to actually take this high, this could actually continue to extend to the downside, where we could see price potentially come down towards this 1236, which would align with this 0.786 here at this 183. Now we're going to get into this move to the downside here and what we think is going on here. So the last time we were talking about this, when we did the video, we're talking about this potentially being a 1-2 1-2, and then the count is actually following this for the time being. So we have actually come down here into the typical 5th wave area, and we need to be careful that we could actually start to turn around. So this could actually be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we could be completed. The problem is this move to the upside here isn't filling me with a great deal of confidence yet. So what I would be looking for more clarity that this is actually completed would actually be a move up past this 0233 region, and then what we'd want to see is this actually develop as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we'd want to find support above this low again. That's what we want to see for continuation to the upside. So now looking at this 5-wave decline here, where we count this as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and 5 into here, we have actually come down towards this 0.382 of the wave 1 to 3. So this has technically met that criteria. If we do see this start to break down deeper though, what we could actually see is price be gravitated towards this 1-to-1 of this wave 1, which would actually be here this 01885, or this 0.618 of the wave 1 to 3 area. So these would be some lower targets if we do see price actually continue to break down here. Now, it's not my primary expectation that we're going to see continuation down here, but we need to just wait for confirmation by actually taking this high. Until we actually take that high, we could actually see this look to extend to the downside. Now, what we could actually still see is until we actually take this high here of the 0246, we could just see a 3-wave move up here for a wave 2, and then we could actually see price look to break down. So this is what I'm saying, until we actually break above this high, we need to be cautious of the 0236 to the 02246 region, where we could actually have this as a 1-2 and then have a further breakdown in a bigger 3rd wave here for this 01702 area as a 3rd wave. Now, if we had to break down this deep, it becomes more likely that we're actually going to be taking this low point here, I mean, it's possible that we could still protect it, but we would have gone well below that 0.786 at this point. So we need to be careful. If we start to develop a move like this to the downside, it is more probable that we could actually be looking to complete this as 1, 2, and then we're actually looking for this bigger third wave towards this 0.1481. So this is why we need to be careful. This is why we're saying, you know, we do have that potential of a fourth wave here. So we need to just be cautious that if we do see a bigger 5-wave move to the downside, we could actually be looking for this continuation towards this 0.13659 to the 0.1198 region. So keep an eye on that if we do look to continue to break down. Now, if we do start to take these highs, then we could be potentially looking for that higher target of this as either a ABC, where we're looking at this 04160, in which case what we would be looking for is a 5-wave move to the upside, or alternatively what we could actually see is this move be corrective in a W, X, and a Y, and we'll see a 3-wave move to the upside. So this is a slightly higher 1-to-1, which would actually be up here at this 0.501 region. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on this and see exactly how the price action develops. Now, looking at this as a local range here, what I'm on the lookout for is that if we do see price action move back up towards these highs, keep an eye on this value area low, which is sitting towards this 0.2393 region. If we manage to get support of this again, potentially we could see price break back up here towards this point of control or this value area high. So the point of control is sitting at this 0.293, and the value area high is sitting up here at this 0.3406. So I'd be keeping an eye on this value area high and these other previous highs that we have here, because if this is going to be a Y wave to the upside, what we could actually see is we could see this price actually fall short here towards this 0.618. Now this would be looking for that potential of that fourth wave. So if we see price do something like this, where we actually just get a move up here and into the 0.618 and reject to the downside, taking this low, this would potentially mean that this Y wave has actually completed here, though we would need to be cautious until we actually take the low. It could actually be that this is A and then we get a B and then we see a C to the upside within this. So we're going to have to just be a bit patient with it. Looking at the weekly CPR lines, we can see that we've actually already come down towards this R3 line. So what I'm looking for here is potential to actually find support on these lower lines here, which is sitting towards the zone of this 2162, and then we have this lower one here to this 0203. So because we've come down to this, we need to be aware that there's a potential that price could be gravitated towards this R1 line, which is sitting here at this 2273, and then we have this central CPR area over here, which is sitting towards this zone of this 02392 to this 02347. If we do manage to get back above these, then potentially we could look to challenge this S1 line here at this 2508, this S2 line here at this 2602, and this S3 line here at this 2742. So I'd be keeping an eye on these levels if we do see price actually gravitate to the upside here. Now, as well as that, if we just turn this over onto the monthly, what we can see here is that we have actually met the requirement of that R1 line. So what we could actually see is price move back towards these CPR lines. Now, these CPR lines are sitting here between this level of this 2530 and this 2370. If we see price move back up into this and actually look to find support above these CPR lines, this can then lead to the potential to move up towards this 2679, this 0307, and this area here of this 0330. Now, if we did see a move up in this way where we actually start to reclaim some of these higher levels of these CPR lines, this could then mean that we are actually starting to begin that bigger push to the upside for that C wave. So we're going to keep an eye on it. Obviously, if we do move up here and we reject and we continue to break down, so this would be looking at that bearish extension. What we have is this R1 line here at the 0812. We have the R3 line here at this 0142, and that could be potential targets if we actually look to break to the downside. Looking at the Ichimoku cloud here on the 1 hourly, we can see we're currently underneath it and we are getting resistance off of this. If we can manage to break back above this, we could potentially look to either face rejection here at the 02258, and we could actually then look to continue that bearish count where this becomes 1-2 and we see a bigger breakdown. Or alternatively, we could start to flip this and actually get back above this and start to find support above this line here of this 2254. Now, if we jump onto the 4 hourly, what we can see is that we are currently above the conversion line. We have the baseline up here towards this zone of this 2256. So I'd be keeping an eye on this as a potential rejection area if we're looking for that bearish scenario. If we are looking to actually get back above this, what we could see is price actually start to break back above this 4-hourly cloud, which is sitting directly above us towards this 2327, and this higher edge of the cloud would be this 2381. So we need to be aware that these areas can offer us resistance as we move up here. Now, as well as that, if we come here onto the 8-hourly, we can see that the cloud is quite big above us here. If we do see price move back up here, we have the 0355 area as a potential rejection point on the bottom of the cloud. We have the baseline and the conversion line sitting towards that 2259. So that's going to be quite an interesting level. It would also be bringing us back into this zone here. So if we just see 3 waves up, I'll just be cautious of that potential that we could still look to break down more. Now, if we also jump across here onto the daily, what we can see is there's a lot of space here between the cloud and us. So if we do see price actually push to the upside, I would be looking out for this potential of a rejection on the conversion line, which is also sitting here towards this 2258. So that would be looking to retest that level as well. So that would be that bearish scenario of a rejection area looking to continue down. Alternatively, if we do manage to get back above this, what we could see is price actually be gravitated towards this higher Ichimoku cloud here, and potential resistance could be found here towards this 2772 and this 2921. Now we do also have the baseline, which is currently sitting here towards this 2835. So keep an eye on these levels if price does start to move to the upside. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out, it's free to join. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.